Hello, my amazing corral. Okay, so I thought I would take you through exactly how to do what we're doing here in Choirland. So, to get everything, you obviously go to your website. Okay. You then, oh boy, we're just gonna, because we're here, I have to swap over. Sorry about this. So, you are going to go to your website, Corral's website, and it's going to look just like this. Remember how to get there. You go through the virtual classroom or through your Google Classroom, and you go into Christmas in Killarney song, and then you also pull up your actual music so that you can have the words in front of you. Okay. Then make sure you all have and are plugged in. Okay. I'm just going to plug in real quick. Okay. So now I'm looking at the music. That's what's coming up right here. Boom. Here's the 6/8 right here. You can see my mouse going around. And you're going to wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you wait 12 measures. And then you're going to hear the holly green, the ivy green, the prettiest picture you've ever seen. It's Christmas in Killarney with all of the folks at home. Okay, now, if you're looking here, here is part one. This is the top. Remember, we were talking about the top line or the bottom line. Part one is the top line, part two is the bottom line. So when you send in your videos and I told you, hey, I want you to think of part one or part two, this is where you are. What I also do is I take, if you print this out, you can just put a little tick. So what I mean is actually get your pen or pencil, okay, and put a dash on part one right there. Put a dash. And then you come down and you put another dash right there. That way you know at the end of this, the holly green, the ivy green, the where do I go? There's all these lines in here. We ignore all of these lines. This is the most important thing. See that big bar there? And then there's the next big bar. So it goes the holly green, the ivy green, the prettiest. And you have a tick right in the middle of that circle. So then if you're part one, you went from here all the way through, and then you jumped right down to here. Prettiest picture you've ever seen. It's Christmas in Killarney. And then you went right here. So that tick really, really helps you out to see what you're doing and where to go. If you're part two or the bottom line, you just do your thing on the bottom part. Ignore all of this. This is all Miss Angela. This is her. She reads all this. You just have to think of part one, part two. Part one, part two. Does that make sense? On the first little bit, we'll go over that a lot more on Monday and Wednesday. Then you're in here. Now, this is organized because it's alphabetized. Bottom line, that just because it's the first thing doesn't mean it's the top. Bottom line, top line. So if you are learning the top line, you have to come down to top line. Okay? Then you've plugged in and you just start listening. Oh, there's the cool fiddle. But we don't care about any of that yet. 1, 2, and the holly green, the ivy green, the prettiest picture you've ever seen. It's Christmas in Killarney with all of the folks at home. There are gifts to bring and songs to sing and laughter to make the magic ring. It's Christmas in Killarney with all of the folks at home. The door is always open, the neighbors pay a call. Oh, this isn't our part, top line. We'll bless the house and hall. Our hearts are light, the spirits bright, to celebrate our joy tonight. It's Christmas in Killarney with all of the folks at home. There. Okay. So hopefully the bouncing circle here kind of helped you with that. That is the whole first part. Now, I also want to show you something really quick. Top line. You're noticing right here. All of a sudden, there was this right here. And then there was all of this. If there are not notes and words on your line, you don't sing. Just like the bottom line realized here at measure 29. There are no notes and no words. There are no notes and no words here. So even though you may hear someone singing, if it doesn't show it, don't do it. Okay? That's why we tick. So we know, oh, what is our part? You go with what you see, not always with what you hear, because that is the other part. So that gives you kind of a rundown of how to practice, where to find it, and what to do for this first week. I hope that helps everyone.